Hi guys and welcome back to the channel, and today I'm going to be doing a short little video today. It won't be very long. I'm sorry if I haven't been recording in the past few days. I've just not really had any ideas towards like videos recently, and I have been, obviously I did a recent video which everyone watched, which was my trip to London, which is a few ages ago, which I hope everyone has watched on my channel. Today I'm going to be giving my reaction to the new Mayhem Lady Gaga album, which has just recently released. It released on the Friday, but I wanted to give myself some time so I could sort of listen to it properly. I've listened to it more than once now, so that's cool. I've also got the CD that I bought. I sort of pre-ordered it on HMV, so that's why I've got it. But I'm gonna be giving my reaction to it and tell you like what my favourite songs are off it. And I don't know if anyone knows Lady Gaga, but she's one of my big inspirations. I do love her. She's amazing. Before I start the video, if you're new to the channel and you've only just come across my content, then please click the subscribe button and click on the notification bell so you're updated about any future videos. Before I mention anything else, I've also got a TikTok which I do some filters on with music, and I also do like I've done an ASMR TikTok on my TikTok, which is a relaxing one, which was just bubble blowing. I do want to try doing some more TikToks at a later date, but I've just not had a chance to, because I've been trying to focus on my channel, because as you know I've recently lost my monetization on my channel and I'm trying to get it back. And I did mention in my last video that I am close to getting it back, so I can get a new partnership. I don't know how many views I've had or acquired, but I've done the 3 videos and I've got the subs. I just need to do one of the following, which is either the shorts or the videos. So I've chose to do the videos, and it's 3,000 views, watch time views. So if I reach that within the limit, within the month, I could get my monetization back, which I'm really happy about, because I had Jeff look into it for me. But anyway, I'm going to be going on about Mayhem, which is Lady Gaga's new album, and I recently bought this on CD. So this is the CD. There's 2 versions to this. There's also 2 versions to the vinyl. So this version that I have is the explicit version of the CD of Mayhem, and there's another version that is just normal. But the problem is with this comes with a poster and also comes with an extra song. And the extra song on this, which I haven't heard yet, is called Kill for Love, and that's the extra song on the actual album. It's bonus track that you automatically get. And then also if you buy the vinyl explicit version, you also get a bonus track on that. But as you know, I'm not really kind of into vinyl. I mean, vinyl is sort of cool for the nostalgia and for the covers, because the covers are really good and the artwork is good. I recently found out it was a photographer that did the artwork for Mayhem, and his name was Frank LeBon. He's a photographer, a famous photographer that Lady Gaga reached out to and did a photo shoot not recently, but a photo shoot for the album covers. So there's different album covers, even on the vinyl there's different sort of album covers, but this is probably one of my favourite because it indicates the mirror smashing, and it's a picture of her in black and white. It's also got a sort of chaotic look, because the album is very chaotic, because it's going on about, you know, different chaotic things within it. But yeah, this is the album. I did recently listen to it, so I've listened to it twice now, and my reaction is it's amazing. This album is absolutely amazing. I absolutely love it. I'm in love with the new Lady Gaga album. Like, I just love it so much. You know, there's so many songs on there that I actually like. I think the one that I resemble to the most, because one of my favourite songs of Mayhem is Vanish Into You, which is one of my favourites so far. I would say that if I had to rank them, which I'll do now because, you know, I'm doing it. So obviously I'll rank my top 5 off the album so that you can, I might have to look at the actual album itself because I don't know. But before I rank my best songs, I just want to show you like the inside of this, like how good it looks. Obviously this is a CD. I really like the way that the CD is as well, because it's like sort of silver and it's cool. This is very tough to open because I had plastic on it and it's very tough to get off, so I had to get Jeff to remove it. But I'll tap on it a bit just for like a trigger. You know. But yeah, inside there's a sort of coded thing. I think it's supposed to spell out Mayhem and Lady Gaga on the actual encoded thing, which is this here. I mean, it looks kind of mirrored on mine, but it probably shows straight on the actual video. But this is the book that you get with it. I'm supposed to be getting a poster with this as well within the 2 weeks as well, because they said to me when I ordered it that I wasn't getting the poster till another 2 weeks because they didn't have it in stock. So hopefully I should be getting a poster with this as well, because it's the explicit version and I paid more for it. But yeah, I'm gonna show you the inside of the book because some of the artwork, I do like the writing on Mayhem as well, because I was looking at it today because I watched the press conference of Lady Gaga and all the people were asking the questions about the album. I do like the way that the actual writing looks. It kind of looks a bit gothic because this album is kind of got gothic, kind of dark pop vibes that I wouldn't usually get. I've noticed there's a lot of rock and electronic in this as well from her previous albums, which is like The Fair Monster. It's mostly more focusing on the fame as a whole, and that's what she has said. But this is the book, and you've got the little picture that I showed at the beginning. There's also, this is a picture of an eye, and this is in one of the music videos if you haven't seen it. It's from, sometimes you see it in Zombie Boy, and also you do see it in, you can see it in Shadow of a Man as well, so it's kind of both, but there's lips and eyes, because a lot of the songs are like visualizers, so they come, the actual the actual pictures come from the visualizers. But yeah, here's this is like just saying Gaga on the front of it. And we've also got Mayhem, but I'll show you this picture. This is one of the pictures. I absolutely love this picture. This is really good. She's really pretty, Lady Gaga, as well. And also there's this picture that's within it, which is Lady Gaga and then Mayhem on it. But yeah, it's really cool. I'm gonna rank my top 5 ones now. My top 5 you know, songs of it. I might have to look at the case in case I get anything, you know. This is probably not, I don't know if this is including Disease and Abracadabra, because as you know, before the single came out, you had 2 songs which were, I did talk about Abracadabra and my reaction I haven't really given, but I did talk about Disease. But Disease and Abracadabra were 2 lead sort of singles, and there were already music videos for them before the album came out. I love Abracadabra. It's very mixed vibes. From the actual video, from when I watched it, this is my interpretation of the actual video and the song. From the song's point of view, it's like, video point of view, it seems to me like my interpretation of it is it's a sort of trance-like state that she's in within the music video, and I always see it as like the devil and the angel battling. So like the devil and the angel battling and having a sort of dance off, because you do see sort of little hints from her character in Red, sort of looking at the angel in that jealousy and that anger, sort of indicate that the devil's better than the angel, because there's a sort of that she's dressed in white and there's another one that's dressed in red. And from the actual song vibe, it's a sort of hypnosis state like trance, but also it's like, I know it's something to do with the fame, and it's something to do within the fame industry, and that's why she said about it. But with me, my interpretation is I do see it as like a dance off between the angel and the devil, because they're both dressed in white and red, and it's a sort of trance-like state, and there's a sort of screaming motion throughout the video where it's a sort of say you need to get out of this trance, like a sort of a manipulation or control thing as well. A manipulation and control thing can be as well. But I do love Abracadabra, and I'm always sort of rewatching it for new ideas within it, because at the end of the day, like, the art is also characters within it, and you have to interpret it how you interpret it. And a lot of her stuff is sort of art purposely. So that's my opinion of that. But if I'm going to rank the songs now, this is from basically off the new songs. So if I don't rank Disease or Abracadabra within this, it's because I choose to I'm picking the new songs as my favourite, or what my favourite on the album is. So if I don't say one that you particularly like or whatever, then I'm sorry. But my top ranking one, because it's a hard decision, but my top ranking one has to be Vanish Into You, because it's a beautiful song. It sort of symbolises to me as like a sort of memory song, like when you've got pictures, it's pictures by my bedside. That's one of the lyrics if you haven't heard it. And it sort of has its nostalgia of memories, and that I really love the visualizer, because the visualizer has all these pictures appearing up and there's like writing of the lyrics within it. But it's a beautiful song and I absolutely love it, and it's something I relate to in life, and I sort of mellow into it. So that's my first one. My second favourite is Perfect Celebrity, because I love the guitar riffs within the end bit, and I do love I love the guitar riffs, because there's a lot of guitar riffs within it, and there's a lot of electronic vibes in there. But Perfect Celebrity is my second one, because I love the guitar within it, and I do love that it sort of symbolises the fame. Like, you want to be, whether you hate me or love me, you accept me for me, because Lady Gaga is famous, and obviously it's sort of talking about the fame thing, because it does go into, she did say in my explanation that it's going on about the fame, the first ever album she did, which was in 2008, I believe. But yeah, it's sort of going into that fame thing, and it's just, it's a sort of, you either love me or hate me, I don't care sort of vibe. Like, it's a brilliant song. It's my second favourite on the album. My third on the album has to be, this is really difficult, but my third favourite has to be The Beast, because it's a beautiful song, it's a beautiful rendition. It sort of symbolises, to me, it symbolises a lot of love and misunderstood stuff. But it's a brilliant, and it symbolises like a werewolf vibe with me. I don't know why, but it's like someone turning into a werewolf or whatever. Someone who looks on the outside looks like a beast, but in the inside is like really caring and loving, and they're just misunderstood and everything. I kept thinking of, like, I don't know why, but I kept thinking of like Loki, the character. Like, it would suit for him, because he's a sort of misunderstood character within Marvel. But I don't know why that came into my head. But it was that, but also the werewolf transition possibly. But it's just a really beautiful song, and I like it, and I do like the visualizer, because the visualizer has so many. It sort of has this water effect and everything, and it's brilliant. But yeah, that's my third favourite. My fourth has to be, oh, this is really hard. My fourth has to be Killer, because Killer is another nostalgia one, because it's like, it's got sort of David Bowie and Prince vibes within it. But mostly David Bowie, because you can definitely hear David Bowie influence at the end of the song when she's singing. And it's just very nostalgic. It's sort of very, you have the guitar riffs in it, and some of the guitar riffs in that Vanish Into You and probably Killer, when you have that guitar motion, is David Bowie and, like I said, Prince, but also it reminds me a little bit of Duran Duran, because they have those sort of guitar riffs too that are similar, but you can interpret it how you want, and you can compare it to other artists or whatever. But mostly her influences within this album is probably like David Bowie and Michael Jackson and all that. You know, everyone she's been inspired by. You know, and I was actually listening to her on her press conference, and I found it very wholesome. Listening to her talk about John Lennon, because she really loves John Lennon. And as you know, she has a tattoo on her. She has a tattoo on her like wrist here, like somewhere near here, and it's to symbolise it's the peace sign, and it's to symbolise what he stood for, what John Lennon stood for. And she said what's really cool about John Lennon is, you know, it isn't just his music and the nostalgia of it, and that he was in the Beatles, and he also did stuff on his own, but it's the fact that he was a kind and caring person, and he stood for peace. And I just love her devotion towards other artists, and especially towards John Lennon, because I love John Lennon too, and I do miss him terribly. One of my favourite songs of his was like Imagine, and I always associated with it, and I just always see it as a peace thing, and not that like at the moment, not that anyone is in general peace because of what's going on in the world, but you know, it's just something to be hopeful about. But I love that she said that in the press conference. I just thought I'd mention that. My fifth song has to be Don't Call Tonight, because I love the electronic vibes. It was very difficult within it. I was going to say Shadow of a Man because I do like it, but I'd have to say, you know, Don't Call Tonight, because I love the electronic vibes within it. Like when I wasn't expecting it, it kind of made me nostalgic a little bit, especially when it went to the electronic vibes midway through the song, because it made me think of Heavy Metal Lover, and that has sort of a lot of electronic vibes, and it made me kind of miss that era, because it was, I believe it was like Born This Way, Heavy Metal Lover. I might be wrong, it might be the same ones, but I don't know. But it's one of them, and I do like the Heavy Metal Lover vibe. It was sort of electronic, and it sort of had that sort of Daft Punk vibe, and it's just electronic. I love it. I can't think of the lyrics within it that was electronic, but midway through there's electronic vibes, and it's sort of a different electronic voice. But I do love that song, and it's just a sort of, to me, it's a sort of song where, you know, someone calls you and you don't want them to call you in general, and you're saying, because you'll hurt me or misuse me or mistrust me or whatever, and it's that's the interpretation of the song from my point of view. But yeah, they're my top 5 favourite ones off the album. And I just wanted to also like read something at the end, because she left a message at the end, and I did read it, and when I did read it, it did genuinely, if I tear up with it, it's not my fault, but I genuinely read it, and it made me like want to tear up and cry a little bit, because of how like you know, brilliant it is as well. But yeah, it made me kind of want to tear up, because it was like the message was really nostalgic as well, like and I did like it, what she was saying, and it was just her thanking. But yeah, I'm just gonna read it anyway, because I don't want to talk about it, but it did make me cry a little bit when it was right. So obviously on the special thanks, she said, Monsters, for nearly 2 decades, we've known and loved each other. You've been with me and my music through so many twists and turns, whether I'm writing about the chaos of disease, witches casting spells in a nightclub, waking up as a zombie after being bitten on the dance floor. The strange way fame can feel like having a clone or disappearing into pop oblivion with a Love, person you love, you always reminded me that I can be exactly who I want to be, because when I looked into the crowd, you were always exactly who you wanted to be. In all the years we didn't know who we were back then, we've been finding ourselves together, and I think I'm still doing that with you. Thank you for being on this ride with me, no matter what. I'm truly exceptional, unspeakable, grateful for that. My wish is that when you listen to these songs, you find a place to pour out all your negative thoughts and let the music carry you away from your own mayhem and into the mayhem of the music. Oh, sorry, I'm gonna tear up because of how I don't want to cry, mate, but just reading it is wow, sorry. I don't usually do that, but just reading that. But yeah, look, stop crying, man. But yeah, reading that is just so wholesome from her. I just thought I'd read that, but I really do thank Lady Gaga. I thank her for this album because it's been brilliant. It genuinely took me on. It takes you on a journey, and it takes you away from. Takes you away from the negative and moving to the positive. And I think I would say this time, I don't know why I'm bringing this up, but I would say sometime, I'm actually genuinely tearing up, but anyway, this time last year, or the year after, and sometime of last year, I had sort of a negative sort of spiral, and I had a bad month, and then going into this new month has made me appreciate things and made me feel positive. So I do thank Lady Gaga for this album because it genuinely took me to a place where I could be positive. A lot of Chromatica, when I listened to Chromatica, it genuinely saved my life. Like, her music genuinely saved my life as a whole. I mean, also my partner does the same thing too, but just saying that her music is amazing, and that genuinely just made me tear up there about the thanks. But thank you, Lady Gaga, for this amazing album. I also want to try and post that reading that out on TikTok, because I think she deserves to hear me read that and say thank you and appreciate her for all the years she's done music. But her music does save my life, and it genuinely helps. Especially when I've been going through tough times. My mental health sometimes makes me, down a little bit, and sometimes I don't do my videos because of that. But yeah, that's pretty much all I was gonna do today. I was gonna try and do some triggers, but I don't know if I have time to sort of do any triggers. But I'm just gonna put this back in here. I'll leave it. But I mean, I can tap on this. But yeah, I was just gonna do some sort of trigger sort of video. This is my little globe that I got for Valentine's Day, but it's cool. I'll just tap on this because I need to sort of end this video now. But I will probably do a trigger video next time, just as a thing, because I just want to end it off here. So anyway, guys, I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I hope you like my review of Mayhem, the album. I'm going to carry on listening to it more as well, as a whole. I'm really sorry if I got emotional near the end. It's just that made me tear up a little bit. Yeah, I'm gonna go now. this is the end of the video. I'm sorry. I will do some more content at a later date. I'm going to try and do some more, you know, triggers and other things on my channel, because I don't have time to do it now, and this video is 25 minutes. So I hope you all have a wonderful day, guys, and thank you for listening to me ramble on for a few hours. I'm sorry if most of these videos are rambling as well. Like, I will do other content, it's just I need more ideas and everything, and I kind of only wanted to do this as a quick thing. But I hope you all have a wonderful day, and you enjoy your day, and I will see you all guys in the next video. Bye guys.